Hi there, my name is Jonathan, and in this video we will be discussing solfege. What is solfege? Well, solfege is a system that associates each note of a scale with a particular syllable. You can kind of relate this to how some of you may have learned the colors of the rainbow, using some sort of device to help remember the order and the colors. There are two types of solfege: fixed do, where C is always equivalent to do, and movable do, where the tonic pitch is considered do. We will be using movable do for this lesson. Why is solfege important? Well, it's useful in teaching singing, sight singing, ear training, and improving your skills as a musician and vocalist. And it's also used in some form all over the world. Today we will cover the syllables that make up solfege in the major mode, as well as the hand signs to go along with each syllable. So by the end of this video, I hope you will have an understanding of what solfege is, the syllables for solfege, as well as the hand signs to go along with it, as well as the purpose of this useful skill. Now let's learn. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. I just sang a major scale using solfege while using the hand signs. A major scale, or a scale in the major mode, sounds happy and is probably the scale you are most familiar with. It is made up of 8 notes entirely made up of whole and half steps. The formula for a major scale is whole, whole, half, whole, 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 half. This may be useful when you practice solfege later on, so let's break this down. The first syllable I sang was do. Go on and say it with me. Do. Good. Now the hand sign that is associated with this syllable is this. It kind of looks like a relaxed fist with your thumb facing towards you. Now, let's sing it on this pitch. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Do. Again. Do. Very good. Now let's move on to the next syllable. The next syllable is re. Go on and say it with me now. Re. Good. Now the hand sign that is associated with this syllable looks something like this. Make sure that your hand is flat and that all your fingers are touching, your thumb is facing towards you, and that your whole hand is pointing slightly up. Now, let's sing re on this pitch. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Re. One more time. Re. Now, do you remember the hand sign that's associated with this? Good job. Now, let's sing do and re together. Remember, do, re. Here's do. Here's re. Now let's sing them back to back. Remember, do is first. 1, 2, 3. Do, re. Good job. Now let's move on. The next syllable is mi. Go on and say it with me. Mi. Great. Now the hand sign that is associated with this syllable is this. Make sure your palm is facing downward and that your fingers are touching and that your thumb is facing towards you. Now, let's sing it on this pitch. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Mi. One more time. Mi. Now can we put do, re, and mi together? After 3. Here's do. And don't forget to use your hand signs. Remember, do, re, mi. Do, re, mi. Good job. Now don't forget to change your hands at the same time you sing each syllable. Let's try that one more time. Do, re, mi. Good job. Now let's move on. So far we have talked about do, re, and mi. Now let's move on to the next syllable, which is fa. Go on and say it with me now. Fa. Great. Now the hand sign that is associated with this syllable is this. This is very similar to the thumbs down sign. Now let's sing fa on this pitch. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Fa. One more time. Don't forget to use your hand sign, which is this one. Good job. One more time. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Fa. Great. Now can we put everything we have learned together? Don't forget your hand signs and the syllables. Here we go, starting from do. 1, 2, 3. Do, re, mi, fa. Again, don't forget to change hand signs after you say each syllable. Here we go, from the beginning. Do, re, mi, fa. Good job. Now let's move on to the next syllable. You're doing great. Now, the next syllable is sol. Go on and say it with me now. Sol. Great job. Now the hand sign that is associated with this syllable looks like this. It kind of looks like the position your hand is in when you go in for a handshake. Make sure your fingers are together, your palm is facing towards you. Now, let's sing sol on this pitch. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Sol. One more time. Don't forget to use your hand signs. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Sol. Wonderful. Now let's put everything we have learned together up to this point. Don't forget to use your hand signs, and let's start from the beginning with do. Here's do. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Let's do it one more time. Here we go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Great. Let's move on to the last 2 syllables you have to learn. You already know 6 out of 8. The next syllable is la. Go out and say it with me. La. Fantastic. Now the hand sign that goes along with this syllable looks like this. It looks like a relaxed C shape with your hand, with your thumb facing towards you. Now, let's sing la on this pitch. After 3. 1, 2, 3. La. Go on and show me your la hand position. Great. Now let's do both at the same time. Sing la and make the hand position. After 3. 1, 2, 3. La. One more time. After 3. 1, 2, 3. La. Great. Now let's put everything we have learned together. Starting from do, let's sing up to la. Don't forget to use your hand positions and change when you say each syllable. Here's do. And again, we're singing up to la. Here we go, from the beginning. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. One more time. Don't forget to change your hand signs. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la. Wonderful. Now let's move on to the last syllable and hand sign. So far we have talked about do, re, mi, fa, sol, and la. Now the next syllable we're going to be talking about is T. Go on and say it with me now. T. Great. Now, the hand sign that goes along with this syllable looks like this. It is a pointing gesture upwards. Now, let's sing T on this pitch. After 3. 1, 2, 3. T. One more time. T. Now, can we put everything that we have learned together up to this point with hand signs? Let's give it a try. Here we go, starting from do and singing up to T. Here's do. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. One more time. Don't forget to use the correct hand signs and say the syllables. Here we go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. T. Great. Now let's move on to the last syllable and hand sign, which you already know. I mentioned that there are 8 notes in a major scale. However, the first note repeats itself at the end of the scale, just in a different octave. That means it's the same note, it just sounds higher or has a higher pitch. The last syllable is the same as the first one, which is do. Very good. And the hand sign is exactly the same. Do. Now let's sing do on this pitch. After 3. 1, 2, 3. Do. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Do. Don't forget to use your hand sign. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Do. Good job. Now let's put everything together. What we have covered is the syllables and the hand signs. Starting from the beginning, it is do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, and do. The hand signs are do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Now, let's put everything together and sing the scale and use hand signs at the same time. Here we go, starting from the beginning. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. One more time. Here we go. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Wonderful. Great work today. If you're having problems remembering any syllable or hand sign, remember you can always rewind to any part of the video where we discuss that to review. Like anything else, don't forget to practice solfege every day so you can become amazing singers and great musicians. Thank you for watching and happy practicing.